Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Am I right in here? covenant, break of 7 seals. Time has come, brothers. Great shaking, great fear, rushing, lightning bolt to be here momentarily. Great fear. Men's hearts be failing. Fear of those things coming upon the earth. Because the heavens will be shaken. That's in anticipation. Hearts be failing. Strokes. Nothing like it before, after. Fear that's going to strike planet, specifically America, secondarily. Extreme fear. Like I said, a time of trouble like it's never been before and never will be again. Their hearts will be, there'll be fear struck with intense, unprecedented fear and anticipation of what you think will the result once it actually gets here. That's anticipations. Men's hearts be failing for fear those things coming. Massive heart attack, massive strokes. What does that mean? Where will you be when it happens? We're driving in airplanes, boats, fear strikes. That's in anticipation. It's not a joke, brothers. Unprecedented trouble. There's time of Jacob's trouble. Jacob will be delivered out of it. It means we will be in trouble too. Of our trouble. We come out of it, but devils will not come out of it. Grip. It will grip them, hold on, cling to them, not let go. To the last breath. And their Savior. I mean, a terrible end. He's trying to say he's the light in the darkness. No light. Like so dark, you close your eyes. Force yourself. Force have a light. With a dream. Think you're seeing a light? That's a dream. That's you seeing. There's no light. So scared, just close your eyes. Force yourself to dream because you're so scared. And oh, it's a fake light. Mirage. Desert, so thirsty. Force yourself to see water that's not. You're drinking sand. Mirage. That was a mirage. Because people are desperate to see. All the darkness closing in on across Israel. It's abomination, desolation. They can't come and say, they can't admit, it's right there in front of your face. Abomination, desolation is right there in face. Just can't admit it. Oh no, it's not genocide. It's not genocide, and Hamas attacked all Israel. Israel for no reason. October 7th, and it's clear it was retaliated. They've been oppressed for 76 years. They fighting. It was opposite around. It was opposite, and And this was, us were fighting back against 76 years of oppression in America. Oh man, they're oppressing those people over there. We got to help them. But since it's the other way around, oh well, a genocide. Is it? Uh, 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 who devastated? Terrorists, they was freedom fighters. They're trying to get oppression off of them. So they have to, they're lying. The lies is off the page. Why? When you're lying, that means you're in defense mode. It means you're losing. You're winning, you don't have to lie. So right now, they're forcing, they're forcing this vision that doesn't exist. Oh no, no, of us, Israel, they're under attack by the terrorists for no reason. This October just attacked them. So wicked, and you got this Eric guy. I mean, I was playing this thing, and YouTube got into it somehow. I'm not gonna try to play it again. Some evil, wicked demons over there, man. They're so wicked. They killing women and children. They beheading us all lot. I'm trying to get you to understand, bro. Sis, what's going on, but most of you are awake, asleep, and that's why you're going to suffer great fear, but you're going to come out of it. Some of you, some of you could be lost for lack of knowledge. Those that causing you to be lost for lack of knowledge, their penalty will be so, the Quran used the word chastisement. That's the expression. Because chastisement means to correct you. No, Allah does not these people. Destroy them, just like it says in the essence. So we shouldn't use the chastisement to be severe. No, severe chastisement is the first purpose of correction. Chastisement is purpose for correction. There's no correction here. There's destruction. Son of perdition. He's not chastised. He's destroyed. Cursed. Curse is not for correction. Curse is for destruction. Oh, that's a bad translation. No, I think we. Right now, I mean, it's here. America, $32 trillion in debt. They can have all the money, all your tax money is just paying the debt. They know can pay that. They have to go to war. The whole world's closing in on them. AI is closing in on them. Their power was in their power was in the agricultural age. That was the age of enslavement, oppression, picking cotton. That was their age. That was the age of Yaqub. 6,000 years. Our culture age. 6,000 years. Think about that. 6,000 years. 6,000 years. Never came with any machines. Never came with any computers. 6,000 years. Working the land. They used their own people to do it. They was oppressing their own people because, the powerful forced the Romans, right? They forced other people to farm and enslavement, slave other nations. Slavery just didn't begin with us. It was Romans did it. Other nations. It was our culture age of farming. Because the earth would not yield forth its bounty because it had no energy to do it. No energy to do it. Come on, brother and sisters, I got 1 second here. 1 second. 1,000 years. That's patient. I mean, age of famine, because energy, and it was suffocation, energy use, agricultural age. There will be no farming. We get home hereafter. As Scripture says, reaper will be abundance of fruits and vegetables enough. We was the earth to produce the faith in them. That was the motivation, conquest, motivation, overcome other nations because you're hungry, you needed more food. You took from others. Nations took from my nations. They produce a cool produced from Adam, who didn't require as much. If he had power, civilization was trying to get you the point. Point right now. Now that the spirit is coming, what seasons, mathematics, industrial age, beginning of the machines. The minute they can't other fields. Pressure full. Let's make man. Upgrade. This illusion here. in this. Okay. Messing with it, bro. This is so. I mean, you have to. How did that happen? Okay. Not that. Wow. Look at this. What happened? Hmm. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. Let's see what happens now. Okay, I may have corrected the sound, so let me try. I've got another issue here. To my. Okay, hopefully I corrected my sound here. And let me move on and see what happens. Hmm. Okay, hopefully it's working okay now. Okay, now what was I saying? Oh, I was pointing out the illusion. Let's see if I can get my. Yeah, okay. The illusion that we're going through, that the nations are going through right now, specifically the Europeans, because they're in intense darkness, and Trump is an illusion. It's like when you are extremely afraid and you close your eyes and you have a dream or something, right? That's dream. That's not light. In your dream, it's light, but it's darkness. That's an illusion. He's an illusion. I talk about momentum. He's an illusion. Because great fear is coming, and everything they have doing is failing. And let me get right to my point, but I was saying how they lose control, they're winner. They control our cultural age. Our cultural age was the age of Yaqub. That's the age of exploitation, age of age of enslavement, so forth. Because the earth couldn't yield its fruit. When I say energy deprivation, that means the whole planet was suffering it. That's where deserts came from, famines. And nations was getting out of control because people was invading nations. Why were one nation invading another? Because they was hungry. This was the incentive, right, for that kind of those things going on, and was getting out of control. And the thing is, they knew it was going to get out of control, so that's the idea that came with Adam, where Adam could maintain control to keep everybody going down to total barbarism. But Adam had his benefits, but it's only required for the winter season. That's what you understand. See, you can't just you look at everything black and white. I'm trying to get you to understand, look at things mathematically. Adam was positive for the season. Right? We use him, we use the power atom, right, to take and cause us to regenerate, right? Because it says, let's make man like our image. I'm not going into that kind of detail, bro and sister. I'm trying to get you to look at things mathematically because you've been trained to look at things emotionally in black and white and so forth and so on. When you should be looking at things in colors, looking at black and white, and when you should look at things in black and white, you're looking at them colors. Y'all mixed up. Because we see here, Adam was favored for his season. It's favored by God for his season, and the ones that claimed they was for God, they was cursed. Well, not cursed, but they was pushed aside. The jinn, they claimed they was in submission because they were out of sync with the time. The time of Adam. And they didn't understand those things. And 90% of what I'm telling you now, almost 100%, you never heard anything like this before. But before you heard this, none of those scriptures made any sense. But now they should start making sense to you. Why those things are said, why those things are done like they're done. And right now what you see is illusion. America's on momentum. Trump is an illusion. Because everything around is bad. Everything since 2020 has been bad. So he said, well, he's going to make America great again. Well, that tells you right there, there must be something wrong with it. If you got to make it great again. So they close their eyes and dream, and they think that dream is a light. See? Because he's giving them a dream. We're going to make America great again. That's a dream. That's something that has not exists. He's giving them, and that's the light they're following, a dream. It doesn't exist. We move on, brothers. I'll talk more about that another time. Things are moving really fast, bro. So I'm going to get into my main subject here. Counterfeit power. America has no power anymore. I say great fear is coming. Because you're going to find out that this power is, somebody spent a lot of money. Oh, man, they got a lot of money. Everybody's round them, man. You look at that guy, man. Then they found that the money's counterfeit. Uh-oh. They found that America's power is counterfeit. Okay. Let me get into our main subject, brothers and sisters. What I'm showing here is, if you want to see what the original being looked like, you see what the original being looked like? Look at the sun. If you can look at the sun, you see what it looked like. That's what the original being looked like. That's what we look like. That's how we looked like in the beginning. You look at the sun, look at it. You may not understand. That's what we look like. You look at the sun, you see that's what we look like. We're in this form right now. We look like that again. That's what we look like. And that right there is the mind that, remember, you got the brain and you got the mind. That's the mind. Again, that's not what it looks like, right? I was trying to explain to you, the computer generated that the scientists use. It's the mind. It's a computer. And that's the mind. That was the mind of the original being that they use to generate all the minds we need. It's hard to say it using this language that we need going through time. Because every season you need a mind for that season. You need a mind for spring. You need a mind for summer. This brother, his name, I forgot his name. I forgot his name was. He's supposed to be with something, right? He's a doctor. He started talking about mind, but he couldn't distinguish between the mind and the brain. I shut him off right there. Because most of us, you think the mind and the brain is the same thing. It's not. The mind and the brain are not the same thing. The mind is a software, the operating system. The brain is the hardware. See? And the brain, for the brain to keep operating, function properly, it needs to keep upgrading the mind Was it the particular situation? Because your situation is constantly changing all the time. You've got 4 seasons, right? You got day and night, you got all these, and you keep changing, and you need the mind for that season. If you want to be successful. And that's what that computer generates. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. So I'm gonna just basically cover these. I was going to go more detail, but like I said, a lot of issues. Then it turns out I found the issue after I did everything else. So hopefully I get this thing under control and I can really explain these things like I really want to. But the bottom line is that the agricultural age was the worst age because agricultural age, see, you think, oh man, everybody farmed all the time and this is a great thing, man. We stone people, we was cave people, and now we learn to farm and like that. No, brothers and sisters, that's their basic misunderstanding of everything. Farming, right? That's the low end of our civilization. When you get to farming, that means you hit rock bottom. Right? It says a garden is wise. A garden means this stuff grows all the time. Maybe prune and everything else, but you ain't got to go out there and do it farming. That's when you hit rock bottom. Earth does not produce. Now you got to force it to produce. That's what farming is. You got to go out there, plant seeds and force it to produce. And that's what the cultural age. And they got to the worst part, right? Where it wasn't enough for anybody. Everybody started fighting. And that's why you need Adam. He had some control over that. But then Adam said, well, I got the food. I can produce the food, right? But I'm not, well, they didn't even have how to do it. Remember the story of Joseph? He had to show them how to do it. But they had control of it. And so you had to do what they tell you to do to eat. That's capitalism. Slavery. That whole system is an agricultural system. Capitalism, democracy, all that stuff is the system that you would need in an agricultural age. Maybe one day I'll go into a little more detail about that, but now we're moving out of the agricultural age, moving back up again, energizing. So we're moving to industrial age, which is computer age, is embryonic computers, because machines are computers. There's embryonic computers. See? I said like analog computers. See? So when you go in that, let me start moving, because that's the age. Remember I said this whole thing, the whole mindset is a computer that the original being established, right? To give us guidance all the way through eternity, if you will. That's what it does, give us guidance. Gives you the mind you need for every season. So now we return it back to that. But that also, it gave us the guidance for the agriculture system. That's a sealed Bible. What ran? Ask yourself a question. What ran the agricultural system? It was the scripture. Everything was justified based on the scripture. Where did that scripture come from? You understand, brothers and sisters? That computer is what's been giving us the guidance from the beginning all the way to the end, to the beginning, forever. And that was the guidance. They was following the sealed Bible, which came from that computer. And it tells us what we need to do. What do we do? Okay, Adam, you need to take and get control of everything. And Jacob, you need to submit. As it says in the scriptures, we was put over here for our own good. So how the hell we put it for our own good? It makes sense once you put everything together. It tells that was the guy sealed by. Now it's just over. Now we move into it, and now they're losing control because they were made in haste. They were not made to go past the agricultural age. It was made for agricultural age. It's like Snowmen are made for the winter. And that's their problem. See? We are gods, for every season. We need to constantly upgrade every time a new season comes in. We get the scripture and we upgrade, right? Either we upgrade or we don't, we die. It's different between a believer and not. That's what the Quran calls it. Believer and disbeliever. It's just those can upgrade and those that can't. Those that can't, they die. You don't make it. Those that can move into spring, fine. The ones they stuck summer, they stay in winter, they freeze to death. No, they don't freeze to death, right? Because there's no winter. So everything disappears. This whole society right here is a winter society. If you hold on to it, then money, everything is based on winter. When the winter's gone, all that stuff just is gone. Oprah. That's right, I gotta hold on to that. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. Make sure I'm not. Yeah. Okay. So, but see, industrial age, that's us moving back up again. Because industrial age means now, versus producing more. It's more for everybody. The devils want to keep control. It's harder. What does the Bible say? It says, we will break the bonds of them. Did you ever read that part? Google it. We'll break the bonds of them because of fatness. Let me see that bring it up real quick. I'm trying to get you to understand how things work, brothers and sisters. Break their yoke because of fat. Give me a second. I'm not going to stay long, brothers and sisters. Hold on a second. Let me Google real fast. Let me sure I got it. Okay, yeah, here it is. The verse says, the yoke is broken because of fatness. See, it tells you right there. Because now the earth is producing better. So they don't need you in the fields anymore. Google it. Break the yoke because of fatness. They don't need you in the fields anymore. But fatness is against them because industrial age came out of our minds. You say, oh, I thought we didn't have. No, we're under their minds. That's true. Right? So I should say creative ability. It gets more back to our nature. Let me leave that alone. It might confuse you. But the point is that, right? Industrial age is coming from us. And one side was the music. The music dominating the world today is from us. Why should we come? We was slaves, we was on the fields, we was being, yeah, but we can't with blues. Yeah, we can't with jazz 50 years later. You can't with the Motown sound 50 years later after that. And now the angel tells another sound's about to come, sound of victory. It's time for it. I'm trying to get you to understand. So now we're more energized. But remember, they're winning people. They want to hold on to it. And so they lose control. That's why they got to bring diversity, bring people across the border, everybody, to help them. Because they're so good. Why do they bring people? Why don't they bring people from Europe? Why don't they do it? Why don't they do the programming? Why they got to bring Indians over and people from Asia
And people cross the border. Why? Because they can't control it. Because the winter's overcoming. The spring is coming in, and they don't want to die. They want to try. So, and the bottom line, when you look at it, they're trying to get you to understand what you're up against, brothers and sisters, because the bottom line, they want to live. And the conclusion they'll come to after a while is that they're going to have to kill the spring people, because spring people is going to take control, and when spring people they might want some vengeance. But even if they don't want vengeance, it doesn't matter, because by definition, the spring people will eradicate this winter. Will eradicate it. That's just what will happen. So the only way they can survive is eradicate the spring people and bring the air conditioned stuff in the winter and in the spring to try to survive the heat. That's the bottom line, brothers and sisters. That's the bottom line. And now you go to AI age. They could see lost control. They lost control of the industrial age. They said, why is China so powerful? Why? Because they made China powerful by sending the industry there to keep us from getting it. Detroit was like a Mecca. They said, why? You made China powerful because you was trying to hold on. You lost control of the agricultural age. That's what Civil War was all about. You lost control of the agricultural age. You lost control of this winter. And now the spring is coming in. It's warming up. And now, oh man, we got to do something. So they got to bring people, because you lose control of it. That's what you see. They lose control. That's why I bring people. They can't tell you that. They lose control of it. And that's why they got the illusions. Trump, we're going to bring America back. He's trying to hold the spring. He can't. They understand it better than you. They understand it totally, but they understand it better than you because you understand it all. The industrial age is your age. Now you move into the AI, and you're going to get more advanced. That's why I keep telling you, I put all this together. I told you, I put all this together for you. The angel is a program. It's code. You're going to have to learn to decipher that code because that's the entry level to the hereafter. Because the code gets more complex. I ain't saying the books get more complicated, but the society will be more complicated than this. How do you think you're going to travel all through the universe? God is wise as heaven and earth. You have control of it, control of the weather. You have control of it now, you're just babbling. You're just babbling. That's why the weather's all crazy. You got control of it. It's like a baby got control of the atmosphere when they're talking, but they're babbling because they learned it, right? They control the very basic. They're still controlling the air. The air is moving. It's affecting you, ain't it? You way out down in the bedroom, and they're down here in the baby's room, and you see the wires or telephone connecting you between them? No, the only thing that's between you and them is atmosphere. And they compress it. They do some of the atmosphere to move you. That's just on the communication level. How about the music level? What if your child's way down there in the basement playing piano? Oh man, look. What's between you and them? Atmosphere. They've been controlling. And they get better and better at it, more dexterous. Same thing. You over there in Georgia and over in North Carolina, the big storm. What's the difference between you and them? Weather, atmosphere. This is what's happening, brothers. They lose control. That's what you're seeing. They lose control. And Trump is trying to maintain control. And the bottom line, they're going to come to a conclusion after a while. The only way they cannot maintain control, they have to get rid of you because you're going to be, it's your age coming in. It's your age coming in. You're spring people. That's why they're going to attack you. Because it says, if you come in, it's all over. Because it's between you and them. It's a battle between you and them. If you come in, the wind is eradicated. They have to eradicate, maintain control. The spring had to eradicate you. There's no choice. That's what those people, Sunday, oh man, bring the gays in. Bring the devils and bring everybody in. Why? They're desperate. So you got a combination of demons there, and you also got a infiltrated. I mean, demons, and you also got a combination of traitors. They try to hold on to the winner, Farrakhan. Farrakhan's a winner person. And now he's drying up. He's gone. He's all but gone. And so now they, all this money and everything is winning money. You know, you say money is like snow. You got a lot of it. I got billions of tons of snow. Oh, look, he got billions of tons of snow. But what happened when the spring come in? That damn snow just melts. But you got billions of it, it's nothing anymore. So there's dollars and things. Some people got the idea that, the way I get hereafter, I'm going to just be rich. I'm going to be so rich. That's not how you get to hereafter. I'm going to have a whole lot of snow. You're just going to have a lot of water. No. All this is just goes away. So they're desperate to hold on. Anybody just bring the money in. It's about money now. Gays, anybody just come on in. Because they feel the heat too. They feel the heat too. And where's the heat coming from? It tells you. It comes from the angel. They feel the heat too. The whole world is evaporating. And they're trying to prevent it from evaporating. And they're just getting hotter and hotter every second. And heat is pressure. Heating up the atmosphere. Heating up new realities come in or make all things new. They're trying to hold on. They can't. And so their last move would be try to eradicate you, which is not going to work. So that's what you're seeing. And they're trying to prevent you from learning about computers and all that kind of stuff. Because that's your. And most of you buying into it. Angel is like going to boot camp. Learn how to code. Learn how to program. You control the new reality coming in, so you enter into the new reality. Move on, brothers and sisters. Okay, I'm going to cover a few things. I'm going to close, brothers and sisters. Everything is cool. See, you add 2 and 2 together, you get 4. Some of you might get 22. All the things I've been telling you about for the last 30 years, is that a coincidence? Everything's coming into focus now? Everything's coming online? I remember telling people, I wouldn't say who. I remember telling people 3 years ago, I said, there's going to be a Arab nation that's going to betray position from behind. Then you got Egypt. All the things I've been telling you about online right now. See, they're going down. They're kind of drying up. He's damn near raising at this point. He's still alive though. And that's a very important sign right there because he still has to be alive to be destroyed. And he's on his deathbed. That means it was about to break loose any second now. Which means it's going to be a a shock wave that's going to shock the whole world, and specifically our people. The good thing about it is our people will survive the shock wave, at least a lot of them will. The devils will not. And the ones that don't survive, somebody's going to have to pay for that. Destruction will be severe. I tell people, you don't even know me. You think you don't know me. It's what our brothers and sisters. God on his deathbed. I said months ago, I said that. They tried to downplay it. No, I told you. The proof was this Sunday. Now, those, I mean, they went all out because those folks there, they're all about the money now. It's hold on. It's gonna, we want everybody. What does that mean? Well, have you done any kind of advertising or anything else? It's anybody. They're desperate and they're ignorant. They're stupid. At least when Elijah Muhammad applied it, there was some people that had some level of intelligence. But those folks over there at Farrakhan, see, Farrakhan surrounded himself with sycophants and ass kissers. They didn't have to be intelligent. All you had to do is have a good tongue and ready to use it. And anything he said was honey, whatever. He said honey is honey. And that's all you need to qualify. Go look at idiots and those people are total idiots. Every one of them. Sometimes I say they're liars, but sometimes I just ask, maybe they took them, they realize they're lying. They're idiots. And you see them running around in circles, they have no idea what to do. Because Farrakhan didn't put anybody around here that had any kind of brains. Because he knew he couldn't trust that. The first person around had a little bit of brains, right? They killed and caught it. I think that Wesley over there, that boy is confused as hell. Every time you look at him, he's confused like, look out, he looking for the crack pipe. Right? While he's smoking it, where's the crack pipe? Yeah, he's smoking it. That boy is totally messed up. Messed up over there. And that tells you what time it is, because Farrakhan will not die before it said, who the Lord will consume with spirit's mouth and destroy. You can't destroy something that's already dead. There's accused, and it says that one of the accused of our brothers be cast down during the war. It says it right there in chapter 12? During the war, the one in heaven. That means he has to be, that means if he's on his deathbed, that means it has to happen any time now. They see Egypt preparing for a war with, they say, they're preparing for war with Iran. Iran says, I ain't going to make no deal with you, Trump. It means it's got to be war, because they said, you can't have nuclear weapons. We're going to make it because we don't trust you. You see, all this thing is lining up. And the demons, these Christian things, they have a tantrum over Trump. They have a tantrum. Oh, the law against the law against my law. And now Russia and the EU, Russia and America. And Trump, he's not gonna make a deal with Russia. I already told you. Just like I told you, JCPOA wouldn't work. All these things, Syria went down. Abomination of desolation, which is a clear sign. They can't call it. That's why they close eyes and force a dream. Because it's a dream. If you listen to what he's saying, he's promising a dream. When he promises something, that's a dream. He's promising something. I'm going to make America great again. That's a dream. I'm going to do all this. I'm going to do all, I'm a terrorist. I'm going to do all this. He's promising. So they live it. That's their light is a dream. And dreams are not light. It's imaginary light. You're in total dark, you're dreaming, and you see stuff, but that's not light. It's imaginary light. It could turn to a nightmare, which is about to turn to a nightmare. That's a shock of the hour, extreme fear. that dream that Farrakhan, that dream that Farrakhan's been giving them a dream also. They supposed to let me give them a dream. We ain't going nowhere else. They're going to be in shock too. They don't come out of it. So I'm not going to bring them out of it. It's going to shock them, but they're going to come because everybody's in this dream right now. American dream. They call it American dream. It means you're seeing something, a light that's not there. You sleep. If it's a dream, it means you're asleep. And you see a light that's not there. An angel is light that is there. Not a dream. It has dream aspects. Right? There's a vision to it, but it's not a dream because it tells you exactly what's happening right now. Right in front of you in detail. That's where our brothers and sisters, everything is lined up. Because these starts 30 years ago, none of this stuff was on the scene. Now everything's coming together like hand in glove. And so at this point, and like I said, in some things, we're right here at the boiling point because Farrakhan, Farrakhan is on a deathbed. Because Sunday, they ain't show they ain't show a picture of him. He didn't come in and do a voiceover. He come and say, okay, Assalamu alaikum, brothers, sisters, I'm going to let Brother Ishmael talk. Nothing. But God told him to shut up, right? You got a power struggle going over there. Not gonna, but they're confused. They don't know what to do. But they know they need to get hold of that money. And Farrakhan got that money. So they might try to pry out his ass some way. Right? Whatever condition it is, but if he's coherent at any point, I'm pretty sure his sons and daughters are going to keep an eye on that money. Money they stole. Because Ishmael and all the other clowns, they know they don't get held hand that money. Right down the tubes, right down the toilet. Which they end up anyway. So we're talking about a matter of, I'm not even sure we're talking about days anymore, brothers and sisters. We're talking about hours. Greatest time in history. Those of you paying attention, if you're paying attention at all, you have some idea what's going on. Most of you have no idea what's going on. You don't even read this stuff. You understand the computer age, how this works, where scriptures come from. None of the players, if you want to call them players, not any of this stuff. So it's coming like a bomb, boom, explosion. Can your brain handle it? Can your mind handle it? You got to get it into your mind. What do you think? 30 years? You think this stuff is easy? If it's easy, how come you haven't been able to do it? 30 years uploading all this all together. And I have to have it all right here. I got Alzheimer's, it'll be over. Because I have to keep this in storage active all the time. I can't go back and you see me go back and consult and stuff. I have to be here. Because every time I say something, I have to cross-reference everything, all of it, and make sure what I say is absolutely right. I just can't say something. If I say I have to cross-reference all information. Not only that, but science information also accumulated. So I just maintain here all the time. It's like carrying 1,000 pounds around with you all the time. 10,000 pounds. That's why people make mistakes because they don't have them uploaded. They say something, they haven't cross-referenced it. Because it sounds coherent, but when you look at it from this point of perspective, it's wrong. And that's the mind you have to come to, brothers and sisters. There's no if, ands, and if, ands, and buts about it. Because the mind, the devil mind you got right now, you think, look what it's done. I mean, it got electricity, it's got bombs, but you can't move the sun, you can't move the planet. And you put all that stuff out there. You made the stars, all that stuff. They can't even get out there. So what kind of thing you think you can make? You can handle that with the kind of brain level you're right now? No, you got to start getting that gym, man. And even my 30 years, I got a lot. Right? I know it's going to be a whole lot more than that. I'm just way ahead of you. Make own the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. Let's make man our likeness and our image, male and female, gods. Upgrade from angels. Let me speak to that. I'm going to close, brothers and sisters. Now I try to explain to you. I really want to sit down and talk about this. I attempted the other night, and it turns out my communication would turn out, oh, boy, I was really upset about that. Right? And I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that because time run out, really. Maybe it'll be once we get home. But you understand, I try to explain how genes work. We had the whole range. It says as the universe expands, like a rubber band, you put it gets. That's what Elijah Muhammad says. Dissatisfaction brings about a change because you put someone attention that's dissatisfied. And then you put enough, it snaps. Everything relaxes again, it's not satisfied again. But now you got two parts. Right? Okay? And that's hard to control, two parts than to have one part. So that's what we did. Creation. First little microbes and so forth. Right? Then relax, so forth. Got to the point we separated gender. So then we had the plant life, insect life, mammal, reptile life, animal, mammal, basic animal life. It was that, the gods, and the angels. Some of us was gods, some of us angels. Angels, service of the gods. That's the level of creation. Creation, as you move further into that's the level of creation, like small things that they call evolution. It's backwards. Their evolutions, right? So we pull smaller, larger things out of us until eventually we pull a being out of us almost like us. That's the devils. They came out of us. Ishmael. So we had the gods, we had basically the animals, and the angels. There was a service of the gods. It was between the gods and the animals. They were servants. If you read, that's what the angels do. They serve the gods. Because that's the level of creation we got. Remember, we kept on delegating first. Put insects out, they put bees out. Now they do things we had. Initially, we had to do all those things ourselves. If we needed honey, we had to produce it. We produce all the things ourselves. Now we delegate, okay, now the bees do it. We turn those genes off. We still have them. Just turn them off. Devils don't have them because that's no story. But anyway, still have them. It's turned off. You can't maintain the whole A to Z. So we get to the point where we say, okay, remember now, all the animals, they're our servants. The bees are our servants. The porpoise are our servants. The whales are our servants. They perform a function in an ecological system. Only one of our servants is pork, beef, because we made them specifically. As Elijah Muhammad said, they're grafted product. assist the devils in some way. I'm not going into that kind of detail, but everything else is part of the ecological system. And they are our servants. They serve just like the trees are our servants. We need oxygen. We breathe oxygen, we produce carbon monoxide. The plants, they take carbon monoxide and turn it back to oxygen. They're servants. All these things are servants. And they got more, right? And then it got to the point where, right? It says angels and gods in it, right? And then we say, okay. Remember, so we made more complicated beings. Then we finally made Adam. The angels already existed. They said, let's make man. It says, make new rule on earth. Then he made Adam. But so it was the gods, angels, the animals. The angels were our servants. That's our people. The tribes. The scientists were the gods. So we made more complicated servants. Right? Then we said, okay, let's make another servant that's coordinated between, right, the gods and the animals. And that's the devils. That's why it calls them the beasts that were speaking beasts. Right? They're still animal. Mankind, it says they had a form of us without the structure, without the substance. They're beasts. Right? But they're speaking, so we're the new servants. So once we've done that, then the angels can be upgraded to gods. You get it now? That's why I said, let's make man our likeness, our image. So now they upgrade to gods because they're the servants. That's why it says, once all this goes, where everything kicks off, right? It says, they'll be taken captive in all the nations. Because they could be new servants. Now the creation is complete. The angels upgrade to gods, and now we got animals, and we got that thing, a beast that between animal and mankind, that communicate with the beasts and communicate with us. Speaking beasts. So they will do all the things. They'll be our, just like the bees are our servants. They produce honey for us. Flies, they go out and they go out and what would you call it? Like sanitation. If something dies, they can clean it up, eat it up. All these things are servants. So now we got a servant, and so therefore we're gods, and so now they'll do all the things that the angels used to do. The angels are gods. So women, right? They have all their servants to take care of their children, and these will be perfect servants, just like the bees are. There won't be no problems, no objections. Perfect servants. Women, right? I don't like to use that word. We're going to get Arabic. Women, that's still about. Anyway, they will be able to pursue their mind, develop their minds, without the burden that they're suffering right now. The agricultural age, moving into industrial age, because now to be free because they have servants, loyal servants. Somebody told me the other day, man, what do you mean? You're going to have them devils breastfeed? Well, they won't be devils. They won't be devils at that point. They'll be devils right now because they're against us. They'll be beasts. We call them devils now because they're open enemy. They won't be enemy anymore. They'll be servants. We'll call them devils then. You mean you're going to have the devils mercy? Wait a minute. You drink milk. You drink milk. Where you get milk from? In this regard, yeah. They nurse our babies. They produce milk. You better wake up. It's supposed to be free. Oh, they monitor things because they're in control. But the service will do all the cooking and everything that needs to be done. Because it's to be God's then. We cooking the meals for you anymore. Changing diapers anymore. Only doing that stuff. The service doing it. They be gods just like you. They be gods as gods. They be gods. There won't be any farming, like I said. Even if it was farming, the service would do it. Won't be on you anymore because there's so much. The earth will just produce. Well, look. I mean, if you eat one meal a day, you will be doing that kind of stuff, right? But I mean, it's like you don't really have to cultivate fruits, do you? Apples and the oranges, that kind of stuff, right? It just grows everywhere. We don't have any farmers. We have people, right? Not in control. I mean, control of fruits and vegetables, that kind of stuff, right? But no, we ain't farmers because just go all over the place. It's abundance of food. Be attacked by animals and things like that anymore. It could be totally enriched and getting better and better and better. It just gets better and better all the time. That's what moving into, but I said we had to get there. I had to go this transition period. And part of the transition period is caused by people like Farrakhan. He's going to pay all the demons, but they get the break. They're going to be destroyed. But these traitors, destruction will, their end will be terrible. The devil's end is going to be terrible too. These traitors, it says their end be more terrible. Why? Because it'll be long lasting. So we're not playing here. I'm playing here. I think we'll leave it there, brothers and sisters. Because we're here. And I'll be contacted soon. Tells you. Because Farrakhan, they got a power struggle over there. And they're aware of me. And that didn't go too well. They said, I said, man, these fools are fools. That didn't go too well. It didn't go down too well Saturday and Sunday. We bring the gays in. We bring the devils in. And see, it's not about skin folk. It's not about skin. It's not about skin. Because our faith is our brother. It didn't go well down with some people over there. It didn't go down well. Because see, these fools don't understand. I can tell you. I said, how did they come to us? They didn't come to him because of mind. They come to get their mind. They come because of nature. And then nature start being revived because it be energized. The nature start being revived. And then nature is a powerful, one of the most powerful features you have in nature. I didn't need Elijah Muhammad to tell me that these folks were devils. I didn't call them devils, but I knew something wrong with them. My nature told me something's wrong with them. Cat knows something wrong with a damn dog. He knows something with a rat. The nature don't need a mind for that. And that's what people's nature over there. Yeah. But it says it was the nature that drove them to Son of Man. Well, that didn't go down well Sunday. Because a lot of those people over there, I'm talking about the demons, they were ready to get away from devils. And they call them devils, not devils anymore. That didn't go too well with a lot of people and you over there too. But then the one thing, renegade is for everybody. So they got a nature conflict over there. They said that. I said, okay, I know I'll be hitting a call for in a couple more days. Because I'm not speaking against our people's nature. I'm speaking to our people's nature. They don't have a problem because of nature, because their nature's coming this way. It's probably because they got mind messed up. They beat themselves. But their nature's coming this way because I'm speaking to our people's nature. Assalamu alaikum.